and the knife flew here, then this should be a breeze. I should not win, right? I'ma mold and maul him, scold and scar him to the floor with all them. Nigga, all the pins in this lane, I bowling ball them. You want no involvement.
Talk crazy. All the pins in this
Talk crazy. Bowling ball. Talk crazy. Listen, fam, while y'all
shoot you. You dudes will know when you chased. I slide like an avalanche, put a whole halo over A. But if I'm moving through, spin the block like a Rubik's Cube till we put a rainbow in its place. This gonna be a...
Oh my God.
He cannot do it.
Nigga, period.
This gonna be another summer where these so-called legends are dropping and we taking dozens under. We pile up, then get the coordinates. It's always better when we running numbers. Just the location, Verb. Then we head off with the bird. Like Dumb and Dumb. We can find this.
Head off with the bird. Oh my God.
fuck you, and I'm gonna stand on it like a beach board. That's different. They wanna talk to me, nigga, let's link and crash. Ain't no nigga who put belt to his arm, putting belt to ass. My methods. What? My methods.
You already know what it is, man. Salute to the subscribers, that notification gang, etc., etc. Don't let none of that get too far ahead of you. You know who I be. Follow me on IG, Vada_fly. Tell your mama I said hi. Shout out to my guy, Showtime SP, and everybody who watches this content, whether religiously or in passing. Say word, say word. JC versus Verb went down yesterday on Black Mafia Battle League Spring Cleaning pay-per-view event. The battles are on Rap Grid right now. I logged in under my peoples, you know what I'm saying? She shot me the password. I checked it out under her. I did not cop. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't really even be copping a lot of events anymore because a lot of the cards are usually gonna have no shows, people not battling, etc., etc. Even when I look at this card from last night, and shout out to Calico and everything that he's trying to put on, but this is what we normally see in all these battles. Red line, red line, red line through it, you know what I'm saying? It's like 2-3 battles on every fucking card that don't happen. So Twerk versus a dude named Hostile Black didn't happen. Big T versus Fonz didn't happen. And I really don't even care why. I don't even want to delve into who didn't do this, who didn't do it. It's almost, it's almost expected at this point that all of these events, a battle or two is just not going to show up. It's just not going to happen. So me personally, like I said, I tell my peoples, you want recaps, y'all cop the events, you send it to me, I'll go watch it. But if you want me, if you're expecting me to cop and then recap, it's not gonna happen, you know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, I don't wanna make you nervous. A lot of this shit nowadays just do not be worth it. All right, so there's, like I said, Chess versus Selly Sell is on there, Coffee Brown versus Bailey Lee is on there. I didn't peep those battles. It's the weekend, you know what I'm saying? SP ain't even here. It's Memorial Day. I told him go enjoy the time with his fam. Charlie Clips versus Osolo, and JC versus Verb. I'm just gonna start with JC versus Verb because a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, that's the main battle that a lot of motherfuckers wanted to see, people wanted to talk about, break down, and etc., etc. I will say this, right? The battle's interesting. It's a pretty dope battle, you know what I'm saying? You got JC, who, to me personally, every time he gets into some of these positions against people that he wants to battle or he's looking to battle, like a Surf or now a Verb, I felt like he's came up on the short end of the stick in some of these battles, you know what I'm saying? I guess, you know, different phases, different stages, but JC's a rapper's rapper. I already know he's gonna have punches, he's gonna have ability to be able to stand line for line. Verb, on the other hand, been doing this shit forever, is known to go into hostile territory, is known to have really good performances, especially in smaller rooms versus lyrical guys. I already knew from the outset and from what I saw that I didn't think Verb was gonna have a tough time because, like I said, Verb talk his shit, but when he's given a playing field where everything is even across the board and he could just show up and show the ability to rap or rap better than the person in front of him, he does pretty good. So I looked at the battle, I got a couple notes, you know what I'm saying? I didn't break down every single line that I've sketched about, not happening. But JC comes out in his first round, he says break down every attribute until we attributes with your name on it. I liked it. Ben Simmons, niggas passed from a shot, you know what I'm saying? JC had a good, formidable first round. He had some really good material. I didn't feel like he took his foot off the gas too much. But those bigger stage moments, I'm gonna talk about moments in this battle that kind of separate rounds. Like I said, it's just my personal opinion. Shout out to my girl B Nash for sending me the password, because if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't even be watching this shit or wouldn't have even seen it. but I have and I did, so let's go. This nigga Verb comes out in his first round. He starts off very methodical, very walk down. Seeing niggas, he says I mole and maul them. All the pins in this lane, I knock them down, I bowling ball them. Fire. He says, why y'all joke and laugh like that's Verb sassy ass? Don't forget to add, he'll smoke your ass. Like those are the patterns of like smooth flow where he's just like walking and talking to him. He says, I had to lose what I love to chase what I'm supposed to have. Fire. Even further in that round, Vice Lord ain't supposed to have a Vice Lord. And then this is the kind of line, you know what I'm saying, that really separates some of the penmanship. But like I said, JC was fire too. You want to talk to me, nigga, let's link and crash. Ain't no nigga who putting belt to his arm, putting belt to ass. I was like, all right, Verb, let me get, yo, can I get my fade, please? Cause you punching right now. Ain't no nigga that's putting belt to arm, putting belt to ass. You know what I'm saying? And that's what he's doing is he's using the symbolism of people that are, you know what I'm saying, drug abusers, crack addicts, crack kids, heroin addicts. They not whooping ass because you can't do both. You can't shoot up and beat people up at the same time. I liked it. I had Verb 1-0 after the first round. I just felt like there was levels. And then plus, the way he ends his rounds is super crazy. He said, what he said? When I rap, the nigga that's standing from me is just, the nigga, when I rap, the nigga that's standing in front of me is just the nigga that rap. Now rap, fire. JC's second round, he says, I'll scare the country out of nigga like Donald Trump. I like that, John. I scare the country out of nigga like Donald Trump. Then he had a fire-ass vending machine line where he says the chips fall with a spring turn like a vending machine. I like that shit. He says, nothing to be a man. Try it once. Nigga ran from Hitman like he was a licensed one. Talking about, you know, Verb running from Hitman, not battling and shit like that. You know, y'all know all the drama that went on with the shit, right? And after the first round, a lot of the energy was towards Verb. After the second round, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I didn't write down every single bar and shit like that. You could honestly, if you want, you know what I'm saying? Verb comes out in his second round. When I heard he had some kids, I was truly alarmed from it. What bitch would see this and say, let's make some more of it? You know what I'm saying? The crowd starts laughing and badgering and laughing and keying again and shit. You know what I'm saying? And then Verb's last line at the end of the round was, a bad bitch ain't never said she want no Pontiac, nigga. He said something like, a good girl will be with you because of the car that you drive for a living, but ain't no bad bitch ever said she wanted no Pontiac, nigga. At the end of 3 rounds, I definitely have Verb winning the battle 2-1, if not 3-0. This is just my personal opinion. I ain't got no dog in the fight to make it wrong or it's right. I could respectfully stand on a Verb 2-1, but I definitely have Verb winning the battle. I saw JC on 15 Minutes of Fame on Hip Hop Is Real, one of the two outside of that event. He was like 30 Verb. I just don't get that notion. The reason why I don't get that notion is because the separating moments in the battle, Verb had more of. The way he ended his rounds. The bitch don't want to be with no Pontiac nigga. Like, it just was more. You know what I'm saying? Like, he said the shit about the bitches in the spaces, you know what I'm saying? He was like, y'all sit in spaces with fat bitches and talk about snitching. Those are really impactful moments, you know what I'm saying? The nigga behind them with the, that's all they do. That's what they do. That shit was very, very, very impactful. JC doesn't have, and then JC, to me, I felt like in JC's third round, he used the angle about Verb like being a drug addict or whatever case may be. He was like, don't think he's good because he went to the dentist and said, let me get the buddy healed. Because, you know, the crackhead with the teeth and all that shit like that. He tried to say that. But that's a lot of the angle that's been used against JC for years. People with the drugs. So when he tries to use it on Verb, it kind of falls short just to me. Like I said, this is my personal opinion. I only batched the battle like a time and a half, you know what I'm saying? I watched it like 1.5 times, you know what I'm saying? You know, you press play, watch it all the way through, then I press play again, got to like the middle of the second round, I was on my way, you know what I'm saying? But overall, scale of 1 to 10, I get a battle like a 7.5. You know what I'm saying? It was a good lyrical jousting match. There wasn't much of a crowd there. It might have been 15 people in the building. You know what I'm saying? In the room. It might have been 15 people there. But that doesn't take away from the lyrical ability and the authenticity of what Verb, because Verb was wild, and he was like, when I came here alone, I wasn't supposed to win. I mole and maul him, all the pins in this lane, I bowl and ball him. Then he starts out the second round with he's talking about that shit about the Midwest and how JC wasn't included. Listen, JC had material. He had punches. I scared the country out of nigga. I Donald Trump him. Like mad one-liners, I can find JC punches and lines all day. But that overarching power to take a battle at the most specific, crucial moments, all of those moments that had people laughing and bellowing and beckoning after the battle was all moments that Verb had. You know, JC rapped. I ain't gonna lie, he rapped some hella shit. He had some hits and punches in there. But do I feel like after watching 3 rounds of a battle that I have JC beating Verb 2 of them? No, I don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. And if somebody else calls it a different way, I mean, maybe. No, I'm not watching it again. I don't have to watch it again. I've been doing this shit long enough to be able to call the battle the way I call it. Charlie Clips versus O Solo. Shout out to Charlie Clips. Shout out to O Solo. Charlie Clips was pretty good in this battle, I'm not gonna lie. Once a year Clips, he gives you that one performance a year. He did it last year versus Easy the Black Captain. This year he does it against O Solo. He starts off the round pretty good. I mean, O Solo had serviceable material all 3 rounds. Nothing was over the top. It was just O Solo's standard performance, you know what I'm saying? You know what he did. If you ever seen an O Solo battle before, then you know what he did this time, you know what I'm saying? Charlie Clips, on the other hand, he definitely was in a bag, you know what I'm saying? He started off the round with the one nigga bring 2 niggas shit, but he flipped it kind of his way.
2 niggas bring 3. 3 niggas get 4 niggas. 4 niggas come and get me. Okay. But what if I seen the first nigga talking to the second nigga, and I shot the second nigga before he got the 3? That means number 2 died because of you, but 1, 3, and 4 died because of I'm about to. I'm about to hash.
Like Clips came straight out the gate with the one nigga bring 2 niggas, bring 3 niggas, bring 4. Wildin', you know what I'm saying? Like O Solo, he was O Solo, like I said before. Then Clips got to a crazy set of bars where he was talking about the God gave me O Solo instead of Loso because it's the same thing. Like I'm beating you in Michigan, I'm beating him in New York. I just gotta switch the states. I'm beating you today. I'm beating him in June. I just gotta switch the day. Yo, Charlie Clips went fucking crazy. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna hold you. It don't happen enough for me to be like content or like giving him super praise because we know what Charlie Clips do. Like he'll give you this performance, then he'll give you all the ones that we've been new. So it was fire though. Not gonna hold you. It definitely was fire. I do have Charlie Clips winning 302 versus O Solo. I will say that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it wasn't horrible, but it just was not enough. Overall, I'll probably give this card a 5 because Big T versus Fonz wasn't on it. I feel like that was a pretty important battle. New Jersey Twerk didn't battle on the card. You got Chess and Selly Cell, I didn't see that. Coffee Brown versus Bailey Lee, I didn't see that. So I basically got, no money spent here. So let's get this shit crystal clear, so I'm not even mad. But for my viewing purposes and perspective, only seeing JC versus A Verb and Charlie Clips versus O Solo for a whole card, you know what I'm saying? That doesn't really like size it up a whole lot. But I will speak on the JC versus A Verb again before I get out of here. I just feel like when JC gets these big names, like top of the card type shit, like it's just, I wanted more, you know what I'm saying? I need you to overpower and take out A Verb. But A Verb at the end of all 3 rounds, he was pretty much unflawed, unfazed. He was like, he even went and did a space afterwards, like, yo, I'm in a, you know, that's the one thing with these niggas. If they are doing spaces after the event or asking you to pull up space, they know they won. You know what I'm saying? Like, they know they won. and that's like their way to celebrate. You know what I'm saying? After it's all said and done. But I felt like it was a battle that should have happened. Like Verb and JC feels like a battle that happened like years ago, but it just never did. But when it comes to that Midwest supremacy, the top spot, one of the king names, Verb will always forever be there. Good battle by JC. I just have Verb winning 2-1 or 3-0. I can respectfully go with the 2-1. And like I said, that's just after a watch and a half. You know what I'm saying? Not like a watch and double, like a watch and a half. You know what I mean? So I think there's another event. There's a couple of events. There's another event I think going on today too, where I know yesterday T-Top has a tournament. I think Loso is like moving through the tournament against a bunch of new guys. Loso, you a ringer for that shit. I don't even know why you in the tournament battling against all new people. Like half these niggas we never even heard of, and they battling against Loso. Like nigga, you should. He is a ringer. He's a ringer. He's a ringer. He is in the 12th grade playing with 6th graders right now. And then you know why I know he's ringing? Because not only did Loso win in the tournament joint, the nigga had a battle the very next day. Like, oh my God. But shout out to all parties involved. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Other than that, shout out to the subscribers, that notification gang. I definitely want to bring y'all just a quick recap of JC versus Verb. There may be some people that feel like JC won. Don't be mad at me. But from what I heard and from the way every single round ended and from the way the energy was in the room, like Verb is telling you, like you from here, I came from there, I'm supposed to win. I mold and maul him, scold and haul him, all the pins, I knock him down, I bowl him. But come on, get the fuck out. How about, yo, gang, gang, gang. Clear win for me.